VidGamesFTW.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was going to get into, but it was good.
Reminiscing on Rift Apart.
Yeah, I saw it pop up when Marcelo was doing a little bit of fumbling around.
I was checking the previous episode. Yeah, I would recommend you play
Back
some more
to
Ratchets.
the circle.
Yeah. So,
What was our last conversation left off on?
let's see.
You had an idea you wanted to share.
I had an idea.
You did. You even said, on that thought, I'm going to leave it for next time.
I know. And that's exactly why I don't say that, because I'm going to forget. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do that so that way they don't hear.
I
I'm
just
going
let
to
that
listen
flame
back to the last
frustrate me.
episode.
Okay, well, Marcelo's going to be busy for a second trying to figure out what he was going to say. Meanwhile, I'm going to be trying to find the last hidden mobsters. The last mobsters. Why are they hiding on a conveyor belt to begin with, huh?
I don't know.
I'm just picturing them running around in the same circle as me, and I'm just trying to catch up to them.
To give him a tag.
Slow down! You can't hide from me forever!
No, yeah, so it was about Wes and everything. So, yeah.
That's right.
Just hanging out with the friends. Yeah, I was saying, so we contact each other, you and I contact each other a little bit more frequently as of late. Because Wes has work, and we all have work, but, like, you know, Wes does his thing. He has his D&D stuff on the weekends, which is where he talks.
That takes a lot of time.
Yeah, he talks to Jerry. So Jerry's part of 2 of his campaigns, so they have the most... it's so funny. So Wes, as of right now, it's not like we're all breaking up the group or whatever. It's just been... It's so hard getting everyone together, and Jerry still needs to get his ass over here, if he even has the desire anymore to continue the games that we've been playing and stuff. So I definitely needed to talk to him about that, but...
Yeah, I haven't talked to Jerry as much. I mean, I've seen he's been doing his Twitch stream.
He streams on Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, most recently I was watching him play through Hades.
Nice.
I've heard really good things about that game. I've had several friends talk highly of it.
Yeah, I heard some good things about it. Plus, there's a sequel in the works.
But yeah, I haven't talked to Jerry in a while either. I mean, I give him a message sparingly, but I don't talk to Weston much outside of this.
Yeah, I think through me, I think it's funny. I'm the hub where you and Wes interact the most.
Yes.
You and Jerry, like you said, like kind of back and forth a little through messages. I've been backing and forthing with them just a little bit through messages, like or just on Twitter and stuff. But you and I get the most interaction here. I get the most interaction with Wes when he comes over. And Wes and Jerry have been getting the most interaction through their D&D campaigns.
Yeah,
that's just kind of where we are right now.
But God, it's such a time investment. Like
Wes has been asking.
love D&D, but it's a big commitment to play. It is.
That's what he's been telling me. So I mean, I think it's so funny that Wes has been getting into a lot of like tabletop stuff, because he's also he just gone to Magic as well. So
okay,
he's just found this weird little like. Kind of, it's just become a hobby for him. Although he's I'm not gonna say how much because I forgot, but it is you know how card collecting gets. He's sunk a lot into getting a bunch of Magic cards.
I know. So, I have some friends who have sunk a lot of money into those card games.
But he was telling me one of his brothers is a collector, so he sunk a lot into getting like a bunch of the cards. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and some of the people I know, what they do is they have like a budget. Like every paycheck, they're like, here's my bills, here's this, here's my money specifically for more cards this paycheck. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, Wes has definitely been trying to get something together for that, and that, I mean, it kind of bounces back to what we were talking about with like with our plans for the channel. That was one outlet he said we could probably do it or use to be able to get into it, is to do something on the channel for that. Or at the same time, one of the things that you and I have been talking about was doing more PC games, more Steam games, but also trying to do more online multiplayer stuff, which I really do want to do. And hell, we're going to find a way to do it with Crash Team Rumble, speaking of, from the last episode. We do have a lot of plans for Rumble, and because it's going to be a very heavily, like, online game. And now that we know how it works and stuff, because there was that closed beta and everything, it's hella fun. I think even you and Wes and them will like it. So we'll have to see if we can bring it to the channel. Well, we're going to for a fact. Like Vic and I definitely will with our online friends. But if we were to like pack up and group up and then just like rip ass on the fucking like competitive playing with random people, you know, servers, then like it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, no, expanding to like doing like online stuff, online multiplayer stuff, like playing a Rocket League or Among Us or whatever. There are plans. Again, there are things that we want to try and bring to the channel. We want to make sure that we've got the consoles or the connectivity for it.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Another thing.
And time, again, as always.
Because just
schedule.
like Marcelo was saying in the last one, I am still trying to get out myself, and so once I get my own place, it'll be easier too, because it's generally easier to due to our like family setups to hang out here than it is at my place. And so once I get my own actual place, meeting up at my place should be something that's much more viable to do more often, and would hopefully make things a little bit more convenient overall.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember the last time we went to Wes's. It was probably like for fucking trash talk or something, and that was a long time ago.
Years and years ago.
That was 2018. If not, well, hold on. Well, no, because we did
series that's actually dead.
Man, we had so many plans for that. I mean, that could be a conversation point right there. WesSide Studios was meant to be the collaborative channel for all of us, and for a while it was, but that was because we were fresh out of high school, so we didn't have like intense jobs or intense schedules yet. So, and it was taking me a while to find a job as well, so I didn't have a job yet. You guys were finishing college, and then it was just trying to figure out what we were going to do from there. But when we had a lot of off time, that was when content was just fucking going. In terms of like doing vid games, and that was before Destination Mark had a direction. So like, Destination Mark took the backseat for a while there because it was just my personal shit that I was just doing and trying to find an audience. But we were doing a lot of playthroughs and reviews on WesSide Studios. But the plan for Trash Talk was to go, because we ended off on Arc 7, and we were like not even halfway through it. And we didn't even finish up our full. We were like 1 or 2 episodes away from finishing, I think, the E3 2018 arc.
Yeah.
Because we would flip between it. Every time E3 came around, we would Wes and I would go there, and then we would return. And that's what made the E3 2017 and 2018 sub-arc special.
I always wanted to go. Too bad it's probably dead forever now.
Jeez, yeah, that's a whole thing in and of itself as well. E3 is fucking... It was canceled this year. They did say that they wanted to find a way to evaluate... this is very corporate save our asses talk, but they wanted to evaluate what the space is right now, because everything's digital, but they want to figure out how to kind of revamp E3 to make it worth going to in person, because that was the appeal of it, was that you would get hands-on, and you're there in person. Not only do you get to meet some cool people if you're so lucky, or if you're media too, if you're like a big YouTuber or part of the press or whatever, you get a little bit of like, you know, quirks and benefits as well. But or perks, and not quirks, sorry. But anyway, we always went as part of the public, but we did meet some cool people and YouTubers I knew and stuff like that. Hell, we even met the associate producer for CTR, Nitrofield, so that was awesome. But yeah, they said they were going to evaluate what to do to make E3 more appealing again for the next time. They didn't say next year, so I don't know if we're going to get an E3 2024, but they were going to try and figure out how to do that. Plus, again, yeah, like Summer Game Fests and all of that, those are becoming the June showcase spots now. It's just more convenient. People can just watch it, and then some games that get shown off have immediate pre-orders. You could just go right in and be like, oh shit, yeah, awesome. It's coming out in 5-6 months. I could pre-order it like tomorrow. Awesome. So it's very convenient for, I guess, like consumers and shit. But in terms of us, though, for WesSide, yeah, so we would go to E3, and then for those last 2 years that Wes and I had done it for WesSide Studios, we went there, came back, and then we were able to talk on our experiences. We picked games that we played, and then would talk about our experiences, and that was different at the time for the sub arcs, because everything else for E3 themes were us just speculating, looking at the trailers, getting hyped, or voicing concerns or whatever. And then you have like the proper reviews of games that have been out for like ever or whatever. So there was that.
We're in the single digits of monsters left. 9 left.
Good. It's actually not taking that long. It's pretty good. But we had a plan. We had some big stuff planned for Trash Talk. The arc, like I said, that we left off on was arc 7, which was Return to Retro Games. Arc 8 was going to be
Don't ask me. I don't remember.
No, I do remember. Just give me a minute. My throat's a little dry. Sorry if I'm coughing a lot. I don't know why this happens when we record and no other time after. Or before. Arc 8 was Crappy Games. It was literally going to be called the Crappy Games arc. So that was where we just picked a bunch of bad games and had to play them and review them.
That sounds terrible for us.
Because anything was on the table. Fucking Bubsy, any of the Sonic games, fucking
Superman
64, which I have. I have it. So I have that. I have Bubsy. I have Glover, obviously. I have a Superman game over there on the 360 or the original. It's not Superman Returns. I think it's Superman. I think it's called Man of Tomorrow or it's something like that. I can't remember, but it's for Xbox. I have it over there. I tried playing it and it was fucking weird. Arc 9 was going to be Return to E3, but as a proper arc, because you notice I called them sub-arcs. I don't know what else to call them at the time. I was like fucking 17, whatever. But there were... so E3... Arc 1 started with E3. It was E3 2013. But then, every time we wanted to return to... E3 was such a fun... For those games where it was so much fun to speculate on them and stuff, that we made them arcs we did in between the main arcs. And they're called arcs because they're themed. So the first theme was E3, but then Arc 2 was oh shit, what was Arc 2? Arc 2 was something else I can't remember at the moment. Arc 3 was retro. So Arc 7 was Return to Retro, because for Arc 3 we set the timeline of games that we could cover between 1980 and 2000 like 4 or some shit. It was something like that.
I think I remember that, yeah.
So, Return to Retro, the one that we left off on, was from 1990, because there were more like PS1 era shit we could have talked about there, N64 era, whatever, to 2008 or so. So that would cover about the Wii, PS3, because those games are old, at this point in time. So, I could consider that retro. It's like, what, 15 years ago, give or take. I mean, whatever. Just doing like... I'm not even doing the math, I'm just saying. I'm spitballing. Quite a while ago. So like Wii era stuff, PS3, Xbox 360. So the Arc 9 one, because every E3 sub-arc was us talking about games that weren't out, they were just announced. So we would watch, I would make it a thing, and see, it's so funny, so like, I would make it a thing, personally, to have to watch all of, like, everyone, like the PC showcase, Bethesda, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft. I would watch everyone and just jot down all the announcements. And I still have that list somewhere. If I find that list, it's going to be a fucking throwback. Because I would staple them every year. I would just staple them on top of each other. So there's like a million staples in them. And it's every year where I wrote down, okay, PlayStation Showcase. They showed off this. And then Wes and I would just sit there and pick. Like, I'd pick 5, he'd pick 5. And we would just go through and look at what games we remembered or we knew we wanted to talk about or something. That's how it always was for the E3 sub-arcs. All of this is up on YouTube still, so you can still watch this stuff. I'm not going to, like, ever, like, archive it elsewhere. The channel's not going to die or get deleted. I'm not going to private or unlist them. It's all there, still there. So for Arc 9 though, we were gonna take a look at all the games from all those different sub-arcs that we had gone through in the past because now all those games from being that long ago, they're all out now. So we would go and look at that list again and then review them again, but give them a proper review. Because going over them for that first time during those E3 arcs, it was all speculative. It wasn't really a review, it was more of us just kind of talking about them. So Arc 9 was going to be a set of 10 episodes of proper reviews of some of those games. And I thought that would be interesting to do, because our opinions could have changed or stayed the same, but we have more context because we've played those games now, or whatever the case was.
Yeah.
And then Arc 10, which was going to be the final one, because that would have shot us up to 100 episodes, was going to be about favorites. It was the favorite games arc. So we would choose games we hadn't covered on the show yet that were our absolute favorites. Like, I know we did Ocarina, so you could have done like Mario 64 or something. I would have done the first Crash game. Wes would have done something like probably Bloodborne or whatever. Jerry would have done like probably Rystar or something else. And we were going to choose, and that one was going to be the most varied in terms of like who was going to talk about what, because like I had to have at least one episode with me and Wes, one with me and you, one with me and Jerry talking about my favorite games, and then you had to have one for you and Wes with your favorite game, you and Jerry with your favorite game, you and me with your favorite game, Jerry with you with his favorite game, Jerry. So we were going to do like a whole, because a lot of those arcs were just me and Wes. Sometimes me and you, sometimes you and Wes, sometimes you and Jerry, sometimes me and Jerry. I don't even know if we ever got to have one with Jerry and Wes. We might have, but I can't remember what review that would have been. So once in a while we had some variety. And Arc 6 I remember being
I know I did one with Jerry, but I can't remember what it was.
You did one with Jerry that was what's it called? I see them, Castle Crashers.
Ah.
Because I was at your house. Because I was sitting up on the staircase.
3 left.
I was sitting up on the staircase because I didn't want you guys to like awkwardly just look at me so often. So that was really funny. You also talked about Battlefront during an E3 arc, or no, during Arc 6. Because that's how, and you know, that's not the same shirt, but you had that striped shirt, and that's what your previous full body, your last full body character.
Yeah, the gray one.
Yeah. With the stripes and stuff.
I think I still have that shirt.
That exact look, because you had your bushy hair and your everything, your beard and stuff. That's from that Star Wars Battlefront video. That was where that exact look came from.
That's funny.
So, if only this shit got noticed. If only we were popular. If only we had... I say this as if we've done so much and we have a legacy, but like, you watch those videos back and it's like 100 views, 70 views, 13 views. But Destination Mark was the one that kind of took off because it was Crash and Spyro focus, but because I do a lot on there very frequently. I just started YouTube Shorts actually, so I found out.
I was gonna suggest you start doing that actually, but then I saw you start. doing
Miharu
it.
also
Like,
suggested
okay.
too. She's like, you should do shorts. I'm like, I just can't get the dimensions right. I got to figure out how to kind of work the system for it, and I know now, so I'm doing them now. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. I've got shorts. I just need to set up some other things to get more benefits and stuff off the channel, out of the channel. Set up donations and shit. I would love to live stream on VidGames and have you guys come over. That's the one thing I want to kind of strive for at some point. For as many of us all to get together here and just live stream.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I need to make VidGames stream assets, like a background and shit, but I think we can do it.
VidGames stream.
It wouldn't be super common, of course, but like just once in a while.
That'd be cool for me because my presence has always been just through videos and through mentions. I might interact once in a blue moon in like the
our
chat
Destination
or
Mark.
something, or in the channel, but comments or something. But that's it. So being able to actually chill and talk through stream would be fun. Yeah, I've always looked because I see like Taylor used to do some streaming. My friend Jerry's doing streaming right now. I know you do your streaming, but I don't know. I just never really got into it. I did try it a few times, but
it would be fun. Because again, not only because we could do variety streams too, and just make like a little party out of it. Just fucking. I would love to have just a time where we can crash somewhere, and just make it to where. See, then that's where I think ideally one of us would have to have their own place, where we could just drink, order pizza or something, or get some chips, or barbecue beforehand, stream, and just shoot the shit and do a variety. So we could have like some console set up.
Yeah.
Flip every like hour or two.
That'd be cool too. Is like maybe at the end of the streams, we do like a round or two of like a Jackbox, and we can let some of the viewers join in.
Yeah.
We could play a round or two with them. That'd be fun.
So
yeah, I like those ideas.
That's what we would like to do, and hopefully we can make it happen. Let's manifest it together. Let's do it. Because it's been a while since we've done even fucking game night on here. I want to do some more game night.
Game night. But we gotta get Jerry and Wes and.
I know. I want to find more like over 4-player games so that way the 5 of us can do shit. Like I know Smash, I know Ultimate and Wii U is one of them. Other games like the Jackbox stuff.
I think this is the last one.
Ooh.
I think this is it.
Save after this and we'll find out. Oi! Oi! Alright, let's see.
Let's go! Pretty sure I'm done. Yep.
Yep.
But nothing
there
was there. And but nobody came.
Nothing was there.
I knew it was going to say something like that. I didn't remember what it said. But nobody came.
Now let's get to our destination.
To our destination.
Yay. Yay. Yeet yourself forward. Yep, the puzzles aren't.
They are on.
Yep.
Just walking right on through. It's because they know the lasers aren't going to do shit.
Oh, there you go.
They're on now.
I helped you guys. So if anyone else wants to come through here. Oh, hi guys. Oh no, it's these guys. Oh no, it's the gay buddies. That's what they are.
Did you want to cut?
They're good. No, it's not an insult.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
that's not what I was talking about.
No, just kill them real quick.
All right,
destroy them.
We'll avenge you. RG1. Bop. Oh,
well,
I didn't expect that.
Oh, he's pissed.
That's a lot.
Kill this gay lover, dude. Do it.
Well, now they're together again.
Oh. Oh, you did at some point level up. I didn't even notice.
I didn't either.
You're level 14 now. Oh, there's the cooking show.
Beans!
It's glued to the table. That's the way to balance it out, though. Yeah, stop right here. That's the way they balance it out. Stop right here. 'Cause we are gonna end it, but yeah.
Now we are.
I was gonna say, the way they balance it out here for this playthrough for the genocide route is that you don't have to do any. Okay, you don't have to do any of the puzzles, but when you're farming for killing dudes, it takes a while.
Yeah, we know. It took 2 episodes to get this. Me just going in circles.
It went by fast because there was much to talk about. Tune in next time, and Chase will continue to save.
You know, I just wanted to double check and triple check and quadruple check and whatever 5 is, check.
Cool. Still going.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.